but you can call me Callie. Welcome to my show. I love to talk. My mom says I never stop talking, so I figure if I'm going to talk all the time, I might as well have a talk show. It's so awesome. The theme of my show this week is transformed. Ooh, I love the way that sounds. Transformed. That is a totally awesome word. It means that there has been an awesome and amazing change. Lots of things can be transformed. Take this lemon, for example. You can transform lemons into lemonade. And this popcorn. You can transform baby popcorn seeds into big white fluffy pieces of popcorn. Yum! Even people can be transformed by the power of God. It's totally awesome. On my talk show, I talk to people who have been totally transformed. And thanks to the power of modern technology, I can talk to people from way back in the Bible days. They are people who have actually seen Jesus with their very own eyes. I had an accident this week. I was walking in the school lunchroom and I slipped on some mashed potatoes and I fell flat on my face. It was so embarrassing. And my glasses, they flew across the room and they smashed into the wall and they went into a million, billion, zillion little pieces. I had to go several days without my glasses and it was so hard. Can you imagine being born blind? You wouldn't ever be able to see what things look like. You wouldn't be able to see anything at all. That would be a terrible way to live. But that's exactly the way our guest had to live for a long time. He was born blind, but Jesus transformed him. In John chapter 9, I just spoke to him last week and asked him what it was like to be transformed. Hello, Mr. Blind Man. Well, I don't want to call you Blind Man, but the Bible doesn't tell us your name.
Tim. You can just call me Tim.
Okay, Tim. Tell us, what was it like to be born blind?
It was terrible. Back in those days, if someone was born blind, they were considered useless. And I couldn't see anything. So people figured I wasn't worth anything.
That's not good at all. Well, then what did you do for a living?
I just sat along the side of the road and begged for money. See, most of the time, people didn't even look my way because they didn't want to give me money. They didn't even see me as a person. All they saw was my cup.
That's terrible! So what happened the day you met Jesus?
It was incredible. See, Jesus was walking down the road. He looked over. He saw me. He didn't see my cup. He saw me. See, I was just wanting money. But he knew I needed more than that.
So what did he do?
This is where the story gets interesting. See, Jesus, he just walks over to me, doesn't say a word, hawks up a loogie, spits it on the ground, didn't say anything.
That's strange. So why did he spit on the ground?
See, that's what I was wondering. Because he took the spit in the mud and started making a ball, and he rubbed it on my eyes.
What? That is nasty! How gross of Jesus to put loogie mud in your eyes! What was he trying to do?
See, I was wondering the same thing. But then he told me to go down to the pool salon and wash my eyes. You know, I knew this was a powerful man of God, so I obeyed him. I went down to the pool, I washed my eyes. It was amazing. After I did it, something was different. I could see.
You could see?
Yes. I began to look around and see all the things that I could only imagine. I could see animals. I could see trees. I could see people, my family. And you know what? I jumped and ran around for joy because I could see.
Oh, what an amazing story. Jesus looked past your beggar's cup and he saw your real need, huh?
He sure did. He knew that what I really needed wasn't money, but I needed healing. And that's what he did. He transformed me from a blind man to a man with sight.
What an amazing transformation! Mr. Tim, I thank you for your time.
It was good to see ya. Get it? See ya.
I get it. That's funny. That's the funniest thing I ever. Okay, that's enough, kids. Wow! Can you believe the transformation that man had? He was born blind, but Jesus healed him. And even more important than that, Jesus saw him on the road when everyone else just saw a beggar's cup. Boys and girls, sometimes we may feel just like the blind man. We may feel like no one understands us or even sees us. We feel invisible. But we need to remember that Jesus always sees us. He not only sees our needs, but he sees us as a person that he loves and wants to transform. And that brings us to today's big idea. Today's big idea says, whether you're near or whether you're far, God sees you and he knows where you are. So every time today you hear this sound,
hey, what's the big idea?
Stand up on those feet and say, whether you're near or whether you're far, God sees you and he knows where you are. And that's today's big idea. Well, that's all the time we have for today, kids. Be sure to check back with me next time as we talk to someone else who had an encounter with Jesus and was truly transformed. Until then, I'm Saliva. See ya!
Hello everyone, my name is Van.
And my name is Glenn, and we're here to bomb.
You are! That's exactly right. You see, Glenn and I are bodybuilders.
Yeah.
We are very powerful, and we are power lifters.
Yeah, we're more powerful than power tools.
Yeah, we are here to teach you today's power verse. But before we do, I've got a joke for you, Glenn.
Oh, I want to hear it, Sven.
Okay, here goes. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Howie.
Howie who?
How are we ever gonna see the kids through our giant muscle?
Yeah, that makes me giggle in here.
Yeah.
Sven, could you help me teach them the power verse?
Oh yeah, what is today's power verse?
Today's power verse says, let God transform you into a new person. Romans 12:2.
That was an amazing job, everybody. You may have a seat. Well, that's all the time we have for today's power verse. I'm Sven.
And I'm Glenn. And we'll see you next time when we pop
you up.
Oh yeah, what's up everybody? It's Twicket Twix in the house. I need all the boys and girls to say hey. Oh yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Hey everybody, it's Twicket Twix here. I'm dropping on into your atmosphere. I got a little rap that I like to perform. It's all about how to be trick and transformed. You get a new life when you give up to him. He'll change your life so fast, he'll make your head spin. So give it on up to the King of Kings, cause he can transform anything. That's right, he transformed me and he can transform you too. He loves you, and so do I. So until next time, I'm Twicket Twix, keeping Jesus in the mix.